And then let's move on towards game round 1 of day 3. It's gonna be WL versus FAV. We're gonna be having Warwick coming out immediately as Hermit. Hermit against this team comp. It seems like from FAV survivors, we're gonna go full on. Well, I mean, it's a full hardcore counter. Well, opera singer counter. Well, no, Hermit counter, because you have 2 that heals and you have 1 that can basically get towards share, no problem at all. And I do think, right? Actually, no. Yeah, when Wilding is on board, Wilding can actually tank your hits. Wilding won't take internal damages. Mudo can actually tank your hits. So, I do feel like if Wilding actually gets on board here, Wilding can tank a lot of hits for the survivors. Like a lot of hits. Not just necessarily that as well, but I guess it comes to the same thing as, you know, imagine a perfumer against a hermit. Perfumer can perfume the hermit's hit, but the survivors can't, which is why throughout this whole game we're going to be having that psycho and that barmaid immediately as well. Now then, we're going to move on towards the game immediately. It seems like we're going to go after the Wildling here first. Wildling still hasn't got it on Mudo just yet, but on Wildling's side, I guess what Warren is really looking for here is the immediate stuns. Because for, in a nutshell, right, for any type of hunter, you're not going to be able to catch up towards that Wildling. Wildling always runs faster than hunters. So, from what I'm seeing here, it seems like our Hermit actually wants to land the stun on towards the Wildling and then hit him. That's probably going to be the main plan right now, but the thing is, Wildling is just too fast. Wildling really is just too fast, so we're just kind of going to have to change routes right now and immediately go towards the next nearby survivors. Of course, on that side note too, we are going to be able to see that Embalmer hiding, and it seems like Psycho is going to be getting that red now as well, so there's going to be a lot of body block potentials here for Nedisu. Nedisu can get body block during doubling and then get another body block. There's teleport here on towards the survivor side, but I guess we still did manage to get that stun there though, which is fairly nice. Probably going to look for a teleport very soon. We did destroy, no, we reconnected, or we destroyed, I feel like we destroyed, right? Or we reconnected, I can't really see it anymore. No, we did reconnect, okay. We decided to reconnect here, that's very fair. We do have max presence now, that's also very fair. We're gonna look for Embalmer right here, who already rotated away, so that's a very nice, you know, early game rotation by the Embalmer. Embalmer kind of did realize this as well immediately, but for Felix, I'm quite sure he's gonna be able to land this, but probably just a little bit afraid that Embalmer has flywheel. It's kind of one of the reasons why you decided not to do much here. But all 3 Cypher machines are currently at 30% plus. Well, all 5 Cypher machines is on average of 30% plus, honestly. And Barmaid can heal herself, and Barmaid can give a doubling to Psycho if it's really necessary here. But I do think for, you know, I do think for our Felix right now. Ooh, he made a huge mistake. Felix made a huge mistake right here. That is a huge mistake. That is, he wanted to get on, but it seems like he gave a free hitting set. Felix, that's a huge mistake. You either vault over that window and give a normal hit towards the survivors, and then come back out, or you don't do any of that. Realistically speaking, right? Even if he did have blink, you'd prefer him to blink you. You really would prefer him to blink you. The moment you get the hunter straight out, that's what you should be aiming for. Because if that's not what you're aiming for, I don't know what you're playing for, honestly. Getting the trade out is the most important thing, because afterwards your rebound kite potential is going to be huge. You have a barmaid, you have a psychologist, and then you have a wildling there who can push back hunters for you as well. So like, honestly, you should be aiming for things like that. But anyways, we're going to be able to get that Embalmer down. Embalmer is going to be considered second chair right here, so we're going to be able to get at least 2, and well, by the time Embalmer is rescued, it's probably going to be only 30% remaining on the last 2 Cypher machines, from what I know anyways. It seems like for the connections here, that 86% Cypher machine is not going to be sped up. A little bit, that's the good news, It depends on whether Wildling's going to do it or not. But we want to get a hit on towards Wildling here immediately, but it's a little bit hard, especially in a looping area like this. So I guess for Warren, it's a little bit unfortunate, but he won't be able to get the stun on towards the survivor here. It does seem like we have Nedisu going in for the body block right now, but even with Nedisu's side, that's going to be a nice double stun and of course a hit. Not a bad hit, but because Psycho has been tanking way too many hits. It doesn't really matter anymore, but let's just Psycho. No thoughts, just Psycho. Psycho is such a strong counter now for Hermit. I'm not even bothering counting, I'm just looking at based on eye. I'm just looking at based on visuals, but you know, kind of gonna be, it's kind of like, yeah, he's gonna go down anyways there, so that's fine. Wilding did get a doubling though, and Barmaid also got her second doubling. Last 3 Cypher Machines will be finished pretty fast here, so for Warren, I guess it just depends on how he's gonna link. It seems like he's gonna link all Cypher Machines, since last 3 Cypher Machines are 70% each. And yeah, we're gonna be looking for the TPing out immediately. Seems like we tried to predict if someone was nearby here, but there wasn't. Well, I mean, no Tonight is popular simply because of Wilding's skill. But I do think we were able to see Yug there. I think we managed to see Psychologist there, thankfully. But at least for mid to end game, Psycho can't tank as much hits anymore. But then, like, just by looking at the Cypher Machine, you can probably say, look, it's not going to take very long for survivors to actually finish a Cypher Machine. Because accelerated decoding has started. Meanwhile, you have Wilding. Wilding's a little bit of a bad area, I won't lie about that. But Barmaid can heal. Barmaid can immediately drink Dublin here. And you have a Wilding with red. You have a Wilding with red. You have a Psycho who's probably dead soon, but you have a Wilding with red. Which is a very... Not Psycho, you have a Barmaid who's going to be dead soon, but you have a Wilding with red. And never mind, they changed to blue instead. Never mind. Okay, someone needs to change to blue here. Yeah, someone needs to change the blue here. Nedisu changing to blue. Very nicely done. Very, very, very nicely done. That's going to be a normal hit here once again. And it seems like the Cypher Machine is primed to me anyways. Yeah, it seems like it's primed to me. It does seem like it's primed to me. Depending, we're going to go red. Even if we do go red here, Nedisu still stays alive. And it's not like we got a stun on Yug. Well, we did just get a stun just there, but... judging by the Cypher Machine progress, I'm guessing for now it should be fine. I am guessing for now it should be fine. All what they need to do is to prime the very, very, very last Cypher Machine here. That 99% Cypher Machine is going to be decoded, and we're getting on board here for the Wilding. Okay, Wilding on board. Wilding on board. The Wilding can tank a normal hit. Because that's not gonna be shared towards anyone anyway, so who cares? Gonna be able to get off, and hit out is probably, hit out is gonna be the way to go here. We pop's a little bit slow, and then there goes down the Psychologist. Okay, very, very, very nicely done. We're gonna be able to link up the Cypher Machine here immediately. Seems like we're gonna be having Nedisu on the Exegate. For Hermit did pretty well, pretty well. I would like to say it's mainly because of the fact that Embalmer kind of threw the game. But overall, for this side note, we're going to be able to catch up towards Wilding here immediately. Wilding is going to be able to get on board. Okay, that's the scary part. That's kind of the scary part of him being able to get on board. But just because he's on board doesn't really... Well, because he's on board, I guess this guarantees a 3-man elimination. It's really good how WL won against FAV here. Pro team versus rank team. This is really good. Really good here for... WL, but that's gonna be a stun. That's gonna be a normal hit. Ooh, wait a second, there's dungeon. Okay, there we go. There we go. That was what I was looking for. There we go. GG. So let's move on to our second half then, shall we? Okay, let's move on to our second half, shall we? It's gonna be Fav Yami coming out as opera singer. We are gonna be able to see this priestess though, but even with priestess on mind here, it's gonna be, I don't think Priestess does much against an opera singer, I won't lie. I genuinely don't think Priestess does much against an opera singer, but I feel like opera singer can is Priestess. That's kind of my take. We're gonna be able to see that Perfumer once again. Hopefully Perfumer here might become first chase, because if Perfumer is first chased, at least she's gonna be able to contain 60 to 80 seconds with 3 perfumes. As long as Perfumer uses all her perfume correctly, that is. Now then, we also would probably be able to see, you know, when those speed boosts, pilot speed boost, pull even more distance away from Yami. But with that side note as well, 4-man elimination, well, 3-man elimination preferably, 4-man elimination if you can. For FAV's Hunter right now, pressure is kind of on their side, but they are playing opera singer at the end of the day, so there's also that mini factor there as well. For all the survivors, first officer could actually become first chase here if we're not careful. First officer could definitely become first chase here if we are not careful. But moving on towards the game we go, we're going to be spawning by double 11 here immediately, looking for the Perfumer. It does seem Perfumer is going to be rotating straight towards double pallet window, but it seems like Yami is kind of changing targets here immediately as well, knowing that Priestess was actually in middle. Priestess going straight towards The thing for Pinota here is right. You could put down that pallet, but you're not going to get a pallet speed boost here anymore from that pallet. So maybe it could have been a better choice just to use the windows there instead. But with so many pallets being dropped down right here, he's not the one pulling distance. Preferably here, you want to see the priestess pull distance, but they're not, so that's kind of a mini issue right here. But with the next portal here, at least we're going to be able to go towards the next pallet area. Priestess seems like she'll be able to get a hit here. Once again, Priestess doesn't counter Opera, Opera counters Priestess, and we are going to be able to see... getting stuck a little bit there. Okay, that's no problem at all, but Priestess hasn't used a single movement speed boost just yet. There is Blink ready though. Priestess hasn't used a single movement speed boost here just yet. And it seems like Opera Singer is going to be able to get that down. And we're going to be able to get a Blink down here. Okay, regardless of whether you're going to use Blink or not, I guess we waited for a little bit. But seeing the Cypher Machine decoding progress is here. That 69% Cypher Machine is from the First Officer. So it's currently 2.5 Cypher Machines done. It is currently 2.5 Cypher Machines done. Now, First Officer is in a little bit earlier than I expected. First Officer is really in a little bit earlier than I expected. I wouldn't have came in. I would have at least hide it for a little bit before I came in. Because, like, realistically speaking here, right, guys, let's be fully honest with ourselves. You can come in from the back. You can come in from the back unit if Opera Singer sees you, you ring your bell, and you come in for the rescue. Like, if that's a 20% chair elimination progress time, and you're going to the rescue immediately because of that, you didn't get enough decoding time. You really didn't get enough decoding time. Now, is that a safe place to do? That is definitely a very safe play to do, but it's also a very dangerous play. Being the simply reason because of the fact that maybe you won't even get your Cypher Machines done because of this. Now, First Officer can definitely come into rescue once again. Patient's going to be the one finishing off First Officer's Cypher Machine, meanwhile First Officer's decoding Corner House. But see here, right, if we bought like 10% extra decoding time, that the Cypher Machines would have been at around, 40% on average right now. If First Officer rescued at around 25-30% instead of 20% elimination share progress there. So, like, it really is sometimes rescuing too, like, sometimes playing safe is good, but sometimes you're playing too safe, which is kind of an issue here. We are going to be able to see Patient here at least buying just a little bit more time, but Patient cannot get a double down situation here. Body blocking, I don't disagree, but you're against an Opera Singer at the end of the day, so body blocking may not necessarily really work for you here. All what it takes is I was about to say, yeah, I mean, you should hit one of them. You should hit one of them and you can catch up towards the next one immediately. That's what I'm saying. You need to hit one of them and then catch it. Yeah, you're going to have to hit one of them anyways. Now, Priestess does have the pallet speed boost, but Priestess is going to go down anyways. Priestess should be going down anyways. Priestess with no speed boost, that's also okay. She's not at the very best area right now, so even with Priestess here, Priestess would be going down here immediately. But, like, see there, right? You're gonna get hit anyways. He's gonna be body blocking anyways. You're gonna hit him anyway, so you might as well hit him during tight turn time. You need to hit survivors during tight turn time. Whether or not they actually rebound kite, it just depends on the hunter. But when you're playing Opera Singer, there's no chance of them rebound kiting you. There's no chance of them rebound kiting you, especially if it's a Priestess. There's no chance. What is she gonna do with her portals? Stun you for 1 second and you catch up the next second? That's about it. That's honestly about it. But of course, Yami looking for Yunomaru. Yunomaru needs to break though. Yeah, you need to drop that down. Preferably, we would want Yuno to pull the hook maybe? Ooh, very nice hook. That is a very, very, very nice hook. Very, very, very nice hook. Very risky, but very, very, very nice. High risk with high reward. We bought so much time right here, and it does seem like Yunomaru is gonna be going down here immediately. We do see First Officer rushing straight towards the exit gate, but who cares? Because we have that. We're going to be able to get a hit there immediately. And let's congratulate the tie here for WL. Congratulate WL for winning round 1. Moving on towards round 2.